Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to start today off with a pick a card reading, what your person wants you to know. So, if you've been to pick a card readings before, you know how this works. Take a deep breath, blink a couple of times, whatever you do, or if you're like me, you just pick one. So, we've got lip gloss pile 1, a brush pile 2, set of rings pile 3, and rose essential oil pile 4. If you need to pause the video, feel free to do so. I'm going to get right on into the reading. Starting with pile 1, which is the lip gloss. What does your person want you to know? We've got the Empress, 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, Chariot, 7 of Cups, Lovers, and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so to me it looks like we have a situation of somebody moving on or separating right now. Okay, so starting with the Empress, if I can grab the card. Starting with the Empress, we have it's the manifestation card, kind of other than the Magician in this deck. Thoughts create actions, actions create reality, manifestation, creation, etc., etc. Okay, so then we have the 7 of Pentacles, and if you look at it, they look really tired and worn out. Like, they're just tired. It's just a mess. It's a mess. Love cannot remain pure and precious over time unless you learn to give your energy to your partner. Okay? So keep that in mind. I'm just going to read them out, and then I'm going to kind of like explain what's going on here. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. And in this deck, the Knight of Pentacles is arrogant, unstoppable, and just breaking ties. You'll see the chains here in the vampire deck right here. They've got the chains here. And it's just like, look how determined she looks. So determined, and she looks mad as hell. So, and then we've got the Chariot, which is, movement. In this deck, it's the hunt, triumph in one's own actions. So determination again. Defeating others and profiting from their misfortune. So I feel like you're being used, because here we've got the ego card, the dreaming card, and every time I put this card down, I want to just say, the ego. I don't even think about saying 7 of Cups. I don't know why that just ego comes out. So they're in a dreamland. They've got lots of options probably, and it looks like they're playing that field. They're still working on themselves. They're still celebrating and having fun with their friends, and just like this right here, these 3 cards right here speak so many volumes to me. They're like super playing the field. So I'm sorry, but you're probably not the only one. I see them going out to bars and taking home whoever and not wanting to settle down. They've got lots of options right now. They're not wanting to settle down because they can create whatever they want. They know they can have whatever they want right now. Okay? And they're not really slowing down, and they're exhausted. So I feel like they are using all of their energy on all of these other people. And when they get to you, it's just like, they're just like, ugh, just defeated, tired, worn out from all this celebration. And I mean, really, I think they're kind of probably trying to cut ties entirely, and that may be what's exhausting them. They're trying to cut ties and move away entirely. That's what's exhausting them, because they can have all of this. They can have whoever they want right now. They are enjoying their life, enjoying their freedom, and they're just They're just doing their thing right now. Okay? All right. Pile 1. Find somebody new, because they suck. All right, pile 2. We've got the hip brush. What does your partner person want you to know? We've got the 5 of chalices, King of Wands, Ace of Swords, 4 of Wands, Empress again. There's the one for the Rider-Waite, the Queen of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. Okay. So I see that somebody has been hurt. Somebody's been hurt. Somebody cheated, maybe. And somebody's very guarded. With the 5 of chalices, like I said, I'm going to start, like I did with pile 1, I'm going to start from 1 and move on to each and then tell the story. So we've got the 5 of chalices. In this deck, it's like guilt, not being able to let go of the past. Consequences are always remembered because, it's just something they can't let go. They need to leave it behind. Somebody needs to leave something behind and open up to, possibility of the future. Okay. I see that somebody was hurt here, but I feel like somebody was hurt, but there's a willingness to work it out. There's a willingness to work through it from either or party. Energy is fluid. It can be vice versa. It can change. Also, remember this. These readings are general. If you would like a personal reading, please email me at fireforknowledge@gmail.com. Link will be in the description. Let's see. So 5 of chalices, like I said, guilt, thinking about the past, thinking about whatever happened before. To me, in this image, looks like he did it. Whatever, he did something wrong, and she's just like kind of vulnerable, kind of guarded, kind of just like, man, I just don't know. Like, I want to, but I don't know. And here he's embracing her. The King of Wands, he's totally embracing her. And in this deck, the King of Wands, oh, that's funny because the word is embrace. She's got a bracelet on here. It's like a 9-knot bracelet. I'm not really sure what that means metaphysically, but it's kind of like a ring. Commitment is important. Even if it's a quiet determination, and there's a mutual agreement with this card to offer each other to each other, if that makes sense, to offer themselves to each other. They're both embracing each other. It's not one-sided. Not at all. Not at all. So then we've got the Ace of Swords, which, you can tell, like, this person is hurting, but look, they're fighting. He's trying to get it out. In this deck, it's pain, conflict, anger, desire to fight. So they're still wanting to fight for this connection. They're wanting full embrace. They're wanting to, extend that olive branch and make things right. But they're hurting. They're fighting though. They're fighting. 4 of Wands. If you look here, he looks like he's taking care of this other person. He looks very concerned. It looks like he's returned home to take care of a parent. Or in your case, somebody's come back to you to fix what has been broken. I guess they could have abandoned you in the past, and they're trying to heal what's broken. They're trying to create a better relationship. For some, this may even be someone trying to get pregnant to save the relationship. And with this Queen of Swords, I feel like they're being very direct. Somebody could be, acting passive-aggressive. Or they're transforming their pains into wisdom, and going back to this maternal archetype to really, this maternal loving archetype, with the Venus symbol right here, to really nurture this connection. but I do see that they're still kind of closed off. So I feel like this reading specifically, it's hard for me to tell who did what, and who's doing what, if that makes sense. Like, who did it and who's holding off their emotions, because this Four of Cups, like this rat is not looking up here at the sun or at the moon, at the brightness. They're just staying down here in this sewer or whatever, on top of the cup, so they cannot be filled. Like somebody's totally closed off and emotionally unavailable, or just being guarded in general, which, you know, that's either they're emotionally unavailable or just super guarded. So one person did it, one person's guarded, or the same person did it and they're like, snap, are they going to take me back? Like, I don't know. I'm going to try. So whoever you've got here, they're willing to try. They're wanting to work through it. But there's a lot of fear here. Somebody got hurt. So there's that. There's your reading for pile number 2. Okay, you want to go ahead and step out or skip to the next one, or however that works. All right, I'm going to get on pile 3. Pile 3, the rings. Oops, let's put those here. Those dudes are hard to stay on there. Every time I moved the piles, I had to move those back. Okay. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Being able to see 10 of Chalices. The Knave of Cups. The Empress here. Empress again. Okay, and the Star in reverse, Chariot in reverse, and the 6 of Swords. So, here, I feel like the theme of this is definitely, as far as I'm concerned, the twin flame pile. They're mirroring each other. Mirroring each other. So, here we've got the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. She looks bored. And, there's going to be past loves. She's, you know, there's this guy in the background. He's probably a past love. Future loves, there's some apples. You know, maybe she's hungry. I don't know. But, there's only one love today. And you cannot neglect it. So you can either love yourself, as her foot is on this heart platform or whatever. So I feel like, you know, she's trying to love herself. I feel like your person is unfulfilled on their own. They're bored. And they're just kind of like, where's my person? You know, thinking about all the ones that were there before. In the future, that maybe they're after, or yeah, they're after. They're like, but there's nothing right now. I'm so bored. So then you've got the 10 of Chalices. It's attachment, addiction, attachment between partners, orients the relationship towards continuity. I don't know if I said that right. And anything necessary to form a happy family. Look, he is willing to do the work. She's like, here, honey, take this or whatever. And he looks like he's working. He's doing whatever he can do to take care of her. She's happy as hell. And he may be happy too. I mean, happy wife, happy life, right? That's what they say. I almost choked, so maybe that's not the case. I don't know what Spirit was just telling. Spirit's telling me there. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Because gender's fluid. Maybe that's what that was about. Not just happy wife, happy life, happy husband, happy. I don't know what rhymes with husband, but you get my point. But anyway, you know, in the Rider-Waite deck, the 10 of Cups is a happy family card. So they're happy, you know. He or she wants you to know that they're bored on their own. And they're thinking of that pure, happy family. Okay, and then we've got the Knave of Cups here, or Knave of Chalices. She's looking in the mirror. There's a lot of contemplation going on, reflection. Like I said, you're mirroring each other. Maybe thinking about communicating feelings. Maybe they're communicating feelings to themselves. Maybe they're communicating feelings to a picture of you on the background of their phone and you have no clue. Maybe they're looking at your pictures and thinking about you and thinking about what they're going to say. Maybe they're watching you on social media. Maybe they're thinking about what they're going to say. They're planning out their speech. They're sitting in front of the mirror and they're planning out their speech, how they're going to come to you, right? Then we've got the Empress, creation. They're creating that speech. Passion, common feelings. You're mirroring each other. You both feel the same way about each other. Rapture is a key word for this deck, for the Empress. It's like, you're going to ascend together. Dominating passions is a very, very, very passionate relationship. A star in a reverse here is, it's like privately following your path. It might not be time right now, but it's also not time to give up. You're not really feeling very inspired. I don't know what it's going to take for them to feel. I say because I'm so used to doing readings I'm not sure, it's not first person, second person, I don't know. I can't think on the fly like that. And I don't want to redo this video again. So they may not be feeling very inspired right now. They just don't know how to approach you. There's so much passion and they just think, maybe they don't know that this is a divine pairing. Maybe they don't know, that there's really not much they can do to screw this up. They just need to come forward. They just don't know how. Like, maybe they really want a really, really, maybe they want to give you a grand gesture, but it's not, maybe it's not time, at least somebody's time, but they're not giving up. They're just silently following this path. Okay. But I mean, it's divinely connected. Hardcore. So we've got, you got 3 major arcana here, but still, the Chariot in reverse, there's some things that are going on in their life that's kind of out of control. And also this connection could very well be like an out of control change. I also feel like with the Chariot card, maybe one twin is moving way faster than the other twin and like they cannot keep up. Especially if they're watching you on social media, and you're posting about metaphysical stuff and they're like, well, crap, I can't keep up with them. I can't. And then there's the 6 of Swords here. And they're thinking about like things in the past. Like the battle is like, this is the aftermath of the battle. So I feel like the battle is like over. Now it's just a matter of being bored and reflecting and thinking about how to create this speech in silence and how to come towards you and make that happy family. I really love this reading, and I'm so glad that this is the one that I picked. I told myself when I put out the symbols or whatever, just whatever I could find at the time, I was like, I had a ring on, my moon ring, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna pick whichever one my ring ends up on. And so I closed my eyes and I put my stuff here and I put my piles here. I close my eyes and I kind of just make my energy with my hands go all over the place. So I kind of maybe try to forget where things are, and whatever I touch first is what goes on the first. Whatever I touch second goes in the second pile. And so the rings ended up on the 3rd pile. So anyway, I told myself beforehand, before I even matched them, I was going to pick the pile that the rings are on, and here we are. So this is a good reading. This is a really good reading. This is definitely the twin flame pile, which I am in separation from, and I have no idea if he has a clue. But I'm just doing YouTube videos while I wait. I don't know why I decided to put these up and not the other ones. Okay, pile 4. Moving on. The rose oil. We have the Magician, Judgment, the High Priestess, I think, yes, 6 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Hermit reversed, Ace of Wands. Alrighty. So, we know what the Magician is. The Magician is the Magician. I can get the card. Grr. Man. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got the Magician here. And in this deck, it's courtship, intention, desire. What they desire is their driving force behind your new story. And that directly goes with this Ace of Wands, because we also know that the aces are new beginnings. This is a passionate new beginning. You see that beautiful orange color, that bright, like sun, citrine, like just bam, pop of inspiration. Anyway, go back to the Magician. I jumped ahead of myself. This one, I feel the energy of this pile, and I'm having to breathe and slow down because I can feel the energy of just like a really hyped up, I don't want to say squirrel, maybe chihuahua. Really hyped up chihuahua. That's how I feel. Desire is the drive behind a new story. So a new beginning. Willingness and passion guarantee success. So they're willing to succeed and they're passionate about it. And so that's going to guarantee success no matter what. And then we've got the Judgment card here. And that's like, it's in this deck, it's the love at first sight card. Like Cupid was like, bam. Cupid even sent down another little baby angel and was like, no, I'm just going to tie these two together because they're supposed to be together. And they may not know it. So let me just tie them together real quick so that they don't separate, because they might try at some point, right? Anyways, so there's, it looks like, I thought that there was a trumpet in this, but it's a rose. It's like, it's almost like he's playing a rose. Anyway, I can just kind of hear the card. And also says sound changes the level of spirit. The unexpected bursts forth to transfer a stagnant situation. So it's like, ruh-roh, y'all thought y'all were leaving each other. Burr, 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 burr. No, you're not. Here's some red leather something, rope, or maybe it's red ribbon. Either way, sounds fun to me. But yeah, it was stagnant, and now it's not, because this major arcana, this Judgment, was like, nope. God was like, nope. So y'all can get back together real quick, because this shit is magic. The High Priestess, so you got 1, 2, hold on, this is major, this is huge. 1, 2, 3, okay, 4 major arcana, which is like the major events in life, major energies, big energies. High Priestess, temptation, limit, invitation, offer of immortality and knowledge. So this person wants you to know that like they feel immortal with you. You know, this is the vampire deck. They feel like they would be tempted by you if you were picking your nose on the front porch with your hair in a mess, ain't showered in days. I'd still be like, I'm about to hit that. They feel immortal. There's something that you do to them. Like the alchemy is insane. And the High Priestess is all about, you know, being in your highest power, knowing all the things, and your intuition's on point. Like this person knows that you are the one, and they're going to do absolutely anything to keep you. Not that you have a choice. Even if you think you have a choice, bam, you're gonna be right back together. You're gonna be right back together. All right, let's get the Six of Swords. Swords, I always wonder about swords. Travel, confronting one's own fears, guidance through the unknown. So this is so powerful that they are scared, but they are going to walk over those hot coals anyway. Okay, you see a child here trusting the mother, or, you know, the mother archetype anyway, or the caregiver. The child trusted the adult so much that she's just going to walk over these hot coals and hope and pray that at the end it's going to be okay. They're doing it, you know, eyes wide shut, like full trust. And even though they're scared, they're going in with a blindfold on, and they're going in knowing that they're supposed to. Okay. Now, it looks like though they are having trouble balancing work and life and maybe even love. So I feel like the message here is like, you may not even realize how hard it is for them to balance all of these things, but they really do love you. Especially like this could be balancing the past as well with the future. Anything that actually happened, anything that is tangible, they're balancing. They could also be trying to work harder and make more money, and maybe that's neglecting the connection. But really, like they're juggling a lot. They've got a lot on their plate, so go easy on them. Now, here, I feel like this, when the Hermit is in reverse, it's like a busybody is what I call them. Busybodies. And I'm so bad about this myself, but I know a lot of people who are too. Like, we'll get so busy doing things to avoid what really we need to be really doing. Or, you know, I'll use the phrase, you know, I'm dicking around on all the side quests because I'm not mature enough to handle the main quest right now. Like, I will clean to avoid working. I will work to avoid cleaning. Or I'll work to avoid eating, or I'll eat to avoid working. You know, anything that I just don't feel like doing right at that moment in time, I will be a busybody in another way to avoid doing what I need to do at that moment. This is denial. Also, I'm not really seeing the denial. I feel like denial is maybe thinking that you need to work harder and make more money, or they think they need to work harder and make more money to please you, but maybe they really don't. So maybe there's some communication issue here. I mean, yeah, there is communication here. There is no communication here. I mean, not really. Because even with the swords here, you know, they're just trusting. Like, y'all need to communicate. Hold on, let's see. I don't know. They're not fulfilled in some area, but they know that they're supposed to be with you. Or you're not fulfilled in some area. But the reading is about what your person wants you to know. So, there's obviously not much communication going on here because, you know, would you be here if there was? But anyway, we have the Ace of Wands. Like I said, bright new beginning, passionate new beginning. Wands are fire energy. Fire is passionate. Wands are action, taking action. There's a new beginning here. They're passionately going for it. Passionately going for it. And gonna do whatever it takes. Not, like I said, not that you have a choice anyway. So, there's your reading pile for personal private readings. Please email me. The link will be, email address will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. Please like, share, subscribe. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. All the things that all the YouTubers say. I don't know. I'm kind of new. Thank you. I'm so excited. My first pick a card is a wrap. Where's the stop button? I can't see. Okay, bye.